What to do if your friends and family don't support you as an online coach. That's what we're talking about in today's episode. What is happening? Welcome in. We are back with another episode of Client by Client. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today on the podcast over on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, talk about the most common mistakes being made by coaches below 5 to 10K a month. Episode 89 just went live. It's up and ready for you, along with the critical daily tasks to take your business to the next level. You can get all of it in your favorite podcast player by just searching my name or going to pod.link/clients. If you are here live, drop live in the chat. If you are watching sometime in the future in the replay, just drop replay. I got love for you too. Let's hop in and let's do this together. Hey, what's up? Jeremy here from whatupjeremy.com, back with another episode of Client by Client. Thank you so much for tuning in today. In the last episode, episode 97, we talk about specifically group coaching mistakes that are costing you clients every month. Whether you are currently coaching one-on-one, transitioning or thinking about group coaching, or you're already doing group coaching, or maybe some hybrid in between, you might be making one of these mistakes that just by taking a different perspective of how you're operating the business could actually bring you in more clients and not add much work, if any at all. So be sure to backtrack one episode if you're already group coaching, even if you're one-on-one and thinking about it. And there's some tips in there that even if you're not considering group coaching and you're glued with one-on-one, you're crushing it, you're at 30K a month, maybe beyond. I share with you a couple of things that you might be able to tweak to attract in more clients and make your business higher leveraged and maybe even a little easier to grow. Here on today's episode, I want to talk about what to do if your friends and family, your social circle just doesn't support you as an entrepreneur, as an online business owner, as an online coach. Now, I don't remember when I did it, but it probably was 2016, give or take. One of my most popular videos on YouTube was something to this effect of like what to do if your social circle doesn't support you as an entrepreneur. So I thought it'd be proper today to, now that we've drilled down over these last years, just to talk about this specifically for you as an online coach. Just what to do if you don't have support from those closest to you, from your social circle, from your family, from your closest friends, and give you some food for thought, maybe a perspective change or two, and maybe some ideas for how to handle it. The first thing that I want for you to think about when it comes to your friends and family not supporting you as an online coach is that you must first seek to understand before you can be understood. And like, this is advice I would give if you were right here next to me, or you were one of my closest friends, or if you were a member of my family, is before we get to judging and into harsh judgment of why someone might think something about you, you got to first ask yourself, like, why are they thinking that? And first seek to understand what their perspective is, and seek to understand their perspective without responding. Seek to understand their perspective without being in judgment and being in an argumentative mode. Because if someone's going to think something, then they kind of have that right to think it. And you might be coming from the wrong place. There's totally that chance. And so before you get into like how you handle the situation and what to do and what to say, I think it's critical that you really take a second, that if you want to be understood and you want to be respected by others, that you begin to lead with that. And when you lead with that, that just in and of itself could be the reason why they're willing to hear you out. This could be the reason why they're willing to give you a chance to maybe become more supportive of you. So before you can really do anything we're going to talk about here in today's episode, seek first to understand before you can be understood. Lead with the kind of conversation you are lead with the kind of energy you're wanting to get from those closest to you. And I think this gives you the highest chance of them showing that to you. And it just shows a level of emotional maturity. And I think that when you lead with this, you're far more likely to get this kind of energy back. The second thing that I want for you to consider is, do you have the cleanest track record? Or are you that person who's gone from opportunity to opportunity? Are you that person who maybe hasn't followed through on their word? Like, do those closest to you have reason to not support you? I think it's a fair thought. And I think it's something to consider. And if you are the person jumping from opportunity to opportunity, if you are that person who hasn't followed through on their word, if you're that person who is quick to change directions, to pivot, to chase the shiny objects, then I think it's understandable why they may not believe in you, why they may not support you. And you can totally turn that around, and you can totally become that person of your word and that people believe in on sight and by their word. But if you are someone who has a track record of not having a backbone, of not sticking to your word, of maybe not believing in yourself, of maybe not believing in the people that you're trying to seek this support and understanding and belief from, then you really might want to look at that track record and take into deep consideration that you have some work there to do. You have some trust and some rebuilding to do with those people closest to you. And I think that this is a great opportunity to look yourself in the mirror and really think about the kind of person that you want to be starting now, and to think from the end of what that person does, how they act, how they think, how they feel, and how they treat others. And there's no moment like the present moment to start to change things around and to start to become the kind of person that you're destined and that you are capable totally of being. But if you don't have the cleanest track record, I think this then gives those people closest to you to have their guard up a little bit with any opportunity that you might be coming to them with, support that you're looking to get from them. And you might want to not be so argumentative. You might not want to be so on the defense about them not supporting you, and maybe accept that for what it is right now and find that as a blessing that you now can take and turn around over time through becoming of your word, and then using that as a litmus test and using their support as the proof and of the ultimate evidence that you have actually turned that around. Thing number 2 is, do you have the cleanest track record, and do they have the right to be questioning you, not supporting you? Third, you also need to understand that the people that are closest to you, they are just looking out for you. Maybe you do have a super clean track record, and maybe you've understood where they're coming from, and they're kind of not in the right. Well, maybe they are just trying to look out for you. And something that's built into us, and it's just human nature, is we want to keep those that we love safe. And sometimes that can mean that we keep those that we love, unfortunately, in a box and not wanting for them to take risks. And you need to accept that you're loved and that people are looking out for you. And this could just be the mental reframe that you need in and of itself, that maybe you don't have the cleanest track record, and maybe you tried to understand and they're still not hearing you out. Maybe take that they are telling you to not take risks as the way that they are showing their love, and accept that you are a loved person, and that this is maybe the way that those around you are showing you that they love you, because they want you to succeed. They don't want you to fail, and they don't want you to take major risks that can put you in a situation to compromise anything that you've built, to compromise your name, to compromise your family's name, to compromise your chances at building wealth and having security, financial security. And while this can also be like the crabs in a bucket, where everyone's trying to pull you back in because maybe you don't have other entrepreneurs and business owners around you, I think that for the most part, other business owners are going to be the most supportive. If you have people in your family that are entrepreneurs, if you have people in your social circle that are entrepreneurs, like, those are the kind of people that are probably going to tell you to take risks and be an advocate for you taking risks. Whereas people who are in a 9 to 5 and have never really bet on themselves and missed on that window, they're probably going to try more to mitigate risk in their lives, and therefore also mitigate the risk in your life. So what you need to really understand and find a way to accept is that they are looking out for you, or this is their attempt at trying to look out for you. And while I'm not here to say that they don't have your best interest in mind, because they, in their heart of hearts, they probably do, and they are really coming from a place where they're really trying to look out for you, you don't need to take their word as what you should be doing, because they don't know what's best for you at the end of the day. No one knows what's best for you besides yourself in most situations, broadly speaking. And while you can seek their support, them not supporting you does not mean that you shouldn't move forward with your dreams and with your ambitions. And you do not need the support from those closest to you to take risks unless they are heavily involved in your money and your financial security, and maybe they're putting the roof over your head, and so therefore you got to do what they say. Like, barring any extreme circumstances, you don't need the support from everybody else. Hopefully you're not asking them to be on your team and to support and fund your business if they're not supporting you in the idea of you being an online coach. Thing number 3 is they are looking out for you, or they're at least trying their hardest to look out for you. Lastly, thing number 4 is if your friends and family don't support you being an online coach, being an online business owner, being an entrepreneur, well, maybe this is your opportunity to prove their lack of support wrong. And maybe this is the fuel for the fire that you need to burn in order for you to get to where you want to be. And not to rub this in people's faces and to come from an egocentric place of needing to use this as leverage over them, but use this as a little way in your heart and in your mind to say that I'm going to do this with or without your support, and I'm going to do this from a place of love, and I hope to one day prove you wrong, and you can still love them and they can still love you, but maybe you should use this as an opportunity to prove them wrong, because the alternative is you not going down this road, you not exploring what the version of you that you are looking to create as an online coach and this business that you're wanting to create and the impact that you're wanting to create. If you don't go down that road and you don't open that door to see what's there, there is the chance that you wind up living a life of regret, and you live that life of regret simply because of the opinions and because of the perspectives of other people. And they don't have to lay in bed with those regrets at the end of the day. And they don't have to live your life in regret like you are going to have to do. And they're not going to have to look at you in the mirror every single day like you are going to have to. So what you have to also understand is that everyone gets a chance to choose their own destiny, and this is your chance to choose yours. In the next episode of Client by Client, I want to talk about boosting your on-camera confidence. What is it going to take to create more online content that attracts in better and higher paying clients, and what it looks like to really boost your confidence so that you show up as the fullest version of yourself, attracting more ideal and dream clients, and really put your best foot forward in every aspect of your online business. Whenever you are ready, here are 3 ways I can help you grow your online business. First, download your free copy of GetBook CRM. Coaches, are you still managing your leads and pipeline from Instagram DM, Facebook Messenger, in your email inbox, where you're losing leads where you're losing leads in the cracks every single day and leaving clients and money on the table every single month? That's why I created GetBook CRM. What started out as a free way for me to manage my pipeline and turn prospects into clients has quickly become the favorite tool of my private students and many members in the Leverage Coach community. Get leads and turn them into clients in half the time, and get it while it's still free. To download your free copy now, all you have to do is find me on Instagram and send me the letters CRM. Second, join my free group for online coaches. I've got hundreds of coaches from all over the world implementing my methods and frameworks for starting and growing your online business. Get access to them, access to me, and access to free resources to get you to 5, 10, and 15K a month. For your free invitation now, find me on Instagram and send me the word group. Lastly, become my next success story. I'm getting a couple coaches together this month to implement my methods and frameworks for injecting a minimum of 15K worth of new clients or doubling your online client roster base over the next 30, 60, 90 days. But working with the right people is super important to me. So this is only for you if you are a relationship-focused coach who always puts the person ahead of the money. You've been coaching for at least 6 months to a year. You'd like to get 3 to 5 clients organically from social media every month without wasting money and time on paid ads. You have at least 300 friends on a social platform, email list, or group. You are willing to take bold action because you know that your success depends upon it. And last but most importantly, you can keep a secret. If that's you, I want you to grab your phone right now, tap that Instagram app icon, find me at WhatUpJeremy, and send me the words case study. When you do that, I'll ask you a couple questions about your online business and about your vision for the next 12 months. And then I'll share with you what we have coming up this month in the Get Clients program and how we're already helping coaches all over the world to get clients organically with my methods, my frameworks, and methodologies. We'll also identify what part of the program will likely make the biggest impact in your online business the soonest. That way you know what to expect. For all the details now, just find me over on Instagram at WhatUpJeremy and send me the words case study. That's it for this episode of Client by Client. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you in the next one. Cheers. Hope this helped you in some way. I know many of you do have the support from friends and family already. My hair's been a mess today. So hopefully this helps someone out there who might not have the kind of support that I have, and or maybe the kind of social circle that I have. And so yeah, hope this one found you well. Hope this one hit home. And we're back tomorrow to round out the week. If you made it all the way through to the end, drop me the thumbs up emoji in the chat or in the comments. See you guys back tomorrow. Peace out.